in terms of Shane Gillis and in terms of comedy in general, I think you should be able to say whatever you want, make any kinds of jokes that you want, but there's a limitation with that. In terms of if people,
it has to be in a joke. You can't just be throwing out N-words or F-words.
He could do that. He could if that's what people like, that's fine. Like, do that on your podcast. Do that if you have like your own like comedy on-demand comedy special that the people are directly paying you to do that. That's fine, because in terms of America, you're supposed to be able to say whatever you want, regardless of if it's offensive. Now, in terms of him performing on network television, that is something that I'm against, because when you go to...
how could you be against it where you just said this is America. Right. We have the right to say whatever you want.
Yeah. And whoever wants to see that has access to it.
Well, say for argument's sake, I want to see him on SNL.
Right. Now, the reason it's different now is because once you become a part of network television, how people are paid, how network television gets money is from sponsorship. Now, if you're on your podcast and you're saying things, dropping the N-word left and right, I can choose to not listen to you. If you have on-demand content or you're at a comedy show, I can choose to not support you. I won't see your stuff. Whoever wants to see you can go see you. Once you're on network television...
You could choose to change the channel.
No. Here's the trick.
Yes, you can.
No. Network television, they're paid by sponsorship. So they're paid by Tide. They're paid by Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola's taking my money. If I buy Coca-Cola, I'm paying you.
Don't buy Coca-Cola.
Right. If I'm buying Tide, I'm paying you. Exactly. So now... right. So what ends up happening is now you're forced on me. Now I don't get to choose. I could turn the channel, but I still am supporting your comedy. I'm still supporting you in some way, shape, or form. So now once you bring it to network television, I want to be able to say like, whoa. Now I'm not trying to stop you from doing your side stuff.
So where is the line drawn then?
I mean, I feel like you're right. I feel like the line. You're right. The line is if you're saying, if you're saying something like, because what he said was just crazy.
He was just throwing stuff out. He wasn't even.
It wasn't even framed as a joke.
It wasn't even an attempt at a joke. It was just his off the wall.
He was just shock you. I'm trying to shock you by saying something just vile, and that that in and of itself, that's kind of like, okay, no, you can't do that. You can't perform or get opportunities on network television doing that. That's just not acceptable.
And even the apology,
right? Because
if you were, it's always whenever you say if during an apology,
right? It's not an apology, right? If in terms of his own audience, in terms of him doing his podcast, in terms of like him doing his stand-up shows, I wish him the best. To each his own. But in terms of doing like mainstream stuff, nah.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think a bigger reason that they fired him was because at the same time of his hiring, SNL hired their first Asian cast member?
I don't know if it was a big part of it, but I mean, the optics were bad. I mean, it was just that made it that much worse.
Word to the wise. If you're out there in Twitter, Instagram, and you have intentions on sinking stardom in any type of media, TV, movie, radio, whatever, if you have anything that's cringeworthy that you wouldn't say in front of those people who are standing right in front of you, you should probably delete it.